So do I have to talk during this episode?
Yes, Abe.
Can I say except you're welcome for the tides, the sun, the sky? Hey, it's okay,
Hey guys,
you're welcome.
back to another episode of Take 3's Reactor Summit. It is our 50th episode. Holy shit, we somehow made it past episode 1. I am, of course, not Kristen Smith. She's doing a lot better things. She's taking care of a really cute baby. So I'm here. Thanks a lot, Mom. You just abandoned me for Kara. I get it. It's alright. I'm not that upset about it because I have a great panel. We have, of course, Malcolm Lay. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good. I've no idea how we got past one episode as well, but we somehow did.
Somehow we did. And because it's the 50th episode, we have something real special for you guys. We have our editor, Abe Flores, who is on camera today. Abe, how are you doing?
Look, Matt, I have been in 4 summits with this one. So I'm just going to say I've been forced to do this. Please say.
We are forcing him to do it. But, guys, we have a lot of great stuff planned. Well, that's not true, actually. I mean, look. Hey, guys, I mean, if you watch the rundown and you saw the people they got, you think having competitors like Dan Merle, Team Action, Christian Harloff, Dale the Dude talking about the rundown and everything, wait till you see who we got planned.
No,
We have Abe and Malcolm and myself. We couldn't even get someone who doesn't work for this channel to be on this episode. But, you know, actually I think that's the best signifier of this show. And you know what? That's why we like it. But of course today we're going to be talking about Ghai versus Reilly. I also got to sit down and talk with Andrew Ghai, so you guys will get to see that. And then we got something real special planned for you at the very end of the episode. But let's just rip this Band-Aid off and let's talk about Mark Reilly versus Andrew Ghai. So, Harloff and Thad sitting around Collider and they went, how could we make Matt Kearns cry on camera? I got it. Mark Reilly versus Andrew Ghai. There's a reason why he was wearing shades on that reaction. Let's just get into this. So, of course, in round 1, Andrew Ghai and Mark Reilly didn't have the best of round 1. The round ended 3-4 in favor of Andrew Ghai. Round 2, Andrew Ghai defers to Mark Reilly. Reilly spins first. He lands on scores and soundtracks, sticks with it being one of his strengths. Sadly, the questions in scores and soundtracks, given that it is a broad category, weren't quite in his wheelhouse. He ends the round gaining only 1 point, and my sadness level gained 50. Andrew Ghai goes up, hits Chris Nolan. He has a very good round, gaining 6 points. The round ends 4-10. Round 3, Mark Reilly is able to hit his 2 and 3-pointer, but because Chris Zaleski really just wanted to make me cry, he missed his 5-pointer. And that's not a hit on Chris Zaleski. I love him, and he also employs me sometimes. So this, by the way, call me. I need money. The match ends with Andrew Ghai winning by TKO. Of course, Andrew Ghai is very excited. He's very happy about this. Mark Reilly he's very humble in defeat, of course. He is, because he's awesome. And Andrew Ghai he was celebrating. Jessica didn't know what hit her. And we had one of the funniest moments, and I think a post-match interview, which is just Andrew holding the mic to her. Why is no one else laughing?
You're not funny.
All right.
So I think I'm supposed to talk right now. Well, I think this match was really underwhelming. I was hoping for a better match, to be honest. I was hoping for a 1-2-1 battle. If I would say, I knew the match was over when Reilly spun scores in soundtracks and wasn't able to perform as we hoped we did. I actually knew some of those questions, and I'm not even that good with scores and soundtracks. Well, I guess like 3, but I kind of knew them. And and seeing Guy winning against another horseman was interesting. And then I cannot wait for you guys to see that interview. And you can see my thumbnail, which is pretty fucking awesome for this episode.
It is. It is. Malcolm, what are your thoughts on this match?
Yeah, this continues the trend that started with last week's matches of the matches being pretty underwhelming. I mean, it's like the first round was very low scoring in all 3 of the last 3 matches. So, I mean, there was that. I was like, I mean, it's good that we get Ghai versus Roker. I mean, there've been a lot of people have been hoping for this match to happen ever since the infamous tackle. But I mean, like, to win with just 10 points is not usual, and I mean, it's going to be interesting to see who pulls out the better game between Roker and Ghai. So, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so I am of 2 minds of this, and I guess I can give you I guess I could give you both reactions to this match. Let's see. I guess I'll give Mark Reilly's first, which is, you guys, you're all so mean on Facebook and on Twitter. You know, Reilly, he hasn't played in a while, and you all could be a lot nicer to him. You know, it was a broad category. And, you know, you gotta give him respect. He went up against Andrew Ghai, who was a good competitor. And you know, you all calling him a ninny bitch. And it's just, there's no need for the language. There's no need for the language or the hate. There's no need. Only love. Only love is needed. Yeah. That's all I have to say about that. And then I guess the happy one would be like, who's next? 2 legends down, 1 legend. Wait, who's he playing? John Roca? 2 legends down, none to go. I mean, come on. Who's Andrew Ghai facing? The only champ who couldn't defend the belt even when the pizza guy was helping him? Come on, this is a nod match. You want to talk about underwhelming? This is gonna be the greatest defeat in history, okay? BT Dubs, Roca. Now, that parenting shit's gonna bite you in the ass, boy. You thought the tackle was bad? Wait until the embarrassment of this loss. Action for life.
Can I say something about the 10 points? I think people are like just hating on Guy for 10 points, but if people remember, like, John Roca defeated Jason Inman TKO with 11 points. It's not that much of a difference. Like 10 points is like you would have been able to hit 20, but your competitor wasn't able to achieve what it was needed for him.
Yeah, I think people, and again, I think maybe this does go to underwhelming match. I think people just forget that, like, Andrew didn't answer any questions in round 3. It was a TKO. When we really look at most of the matches that end in KOs, TKOs, usually 10 points in and around that is kind of where you hit. The only time I can really think when that didn't happen was when Reilly KO'd JTE, and it was 17-7. But that was really just due to the speed round and the fact that there were a few extra rounds added on to a normal round, you know? So yeah, everyone, you know.
Yeah, and championship matches have you can lose points during those championship.
Yeah, and you can lose points during those. So I think 10 points, given what happened in this match, which I'll give you guys my real thoughts. This isn't a character. This is really just me. Listen, I'm upset that, of course, my favorite singles competitor lost. Yeah, it's annoying. I think ring rust is a real thing. Reilly it just wasn't his time. I think his round 2 scores and soundtracks, it's a very broad category, you know, and I think we kind of just saw that with another round 2. Who knows what this match ends in, but I think Reilly's the type of guy who he's gonna bounce back from this. he was talking about in the post-match interview, he's looking really forward to competing with Bateman. I think him being in the tournament is the best thing for him with a guy like Bateman. I think that's really going to re-energize him. It's going to get him back. And, he might not have a singles match for the rest of 2018. I don't really know how this affects his rankings, how it affects who he could play, but I think being in the tournament, if he does play another singles match, I think it's only going to help him. And Andrew Ghai, of course, I'm extremely happy to see Andrew continue to go. I think playing Roca, it's going to be a really interesting match. You guys already touched on a lot of it. Just the storyline of this, it kind of just all works, that it's all culminating in playing John Roca again. Like, it all leads to this. And then it's against Bibiani, and if Andrew beats Bibiani, Clark's going to be mad, which, boy, that would be a fun reaction to watch. And 2, I mean, where's the freaking belt? It's with Andrew Ghai. But how about we just stop waxing intellectual about this? Let's ask the real guy. Because I got to sit down with Andrew Ghai in an interview, and we talked about quite a lot, actually. So let's just go to that. Hey guys, I am here once again because I'm literally the only person on this channel who has any right to interview GOATs. I'm here with the one, the only legend killer, Andrew Ghai. How are you doing today, brother?
I feel great. I feel untouchable, on top of the world. I'm feeling righteous, brother. How are you?
I'm about 50-50.
Yeah,
very happy for you. Very, very happy, of course. But yeah, the other side, not so much.
You thought I was gonna lose, didn't you, Kearns?
You know what? To be honest,
it was the only time you wanted me to lose, isn't it?
I'm sorry. I didn't want you to lose. I wanted there to be the first tie in Schmoedown history to happen. And I said on the reaction that I hate Fad and Harloff for putting me through that.
Oh yeah, I know, man. It was as soon as I heard about the match, you were the first person I thought about.
In reverse, you were the first person I thought about because I'm like, I can't root against Reilly. Are the boys gonna hate me? Oh god, the army hasn't come after me, which I'm very pleased about yet.
The army understands. They understand your situation, and they know that you want me to win deep down inside. They just know that you wish it wasn't over your favorite competitor.
Exactly.
Old competitor.
But now,
favorite old competitor. There we go.
But now you're facing a guy who I'm totally fine with you kicking the crap out of what you're going to do, which is John Roca. But we'll get to that in a second. Let's talk about, you beat Dan Merle, and so many people are saying it's a fluke. Dan just, he didn't care about the match. All these other excuses that Merle fans came up with. Then Reilly approaches you, and Reilly says he wants to play you. What's going through your head when Reilly challenges you?
Think about the whole Dan thing. Is Dan cares so much. There's a reason why you haven't seen him around at all since I destroyed him. He went back into a cave and licked his wounds. He's prepping for this Saturday. Now, the other end of that, I love Mark Reilly, and I respect him so much. However, I don't respect the fact that he left the league and then leaves Clark Wolf and then comes back and joins the frickin' Horsemen, the lamest faction in all of Schmoedown history. And now it's the 5 Horsemen, which isn't even like a thing. They just added another person. So I needed to put him in his place, and I did. Unfortunately, as I said, I love Mark Reilly, and I wish that I didn't have to, but he put me in a tough position.
He put us all in a tough position. But regardless, you play against Reilly, and you TKO'd another 2-time champ. You're the only person to ever TKO both the 2-time champs, Dan and Reilly. How are you feeling after that? Like, after that win? Do you feel, like, vindicated that you're, like, even to yourself, not to say that you thought you were a fluke, but you're like, no, this really shuts up the haters of, like, I TKO'd another 2-time champ.
Losers out there, they're going to say whatever they want to say. It was a fluke. I only had 10 points. I had 10 more points to score. So what, if I scored 20 points instead of 10, you would have like the logic behind it is so flawed. The fact is I didn't even have to play in the third round, which is something that is usually celebrated. But since to me, they take shots at me. 10 more points on the table. Like, get over yourself. So I just am so happy that they're all just going to shut up. Because look, you can say whatever you want, you can call whatever you want, but the numbers don't lie. I got 2 TKOs. Kalinowski's trying to like start shit with me on Facebook today. It's an embarrassing fashion. First of all, he's not a real heel. He is a Facebook troll. Secondly, he didn't do Anarchy. Christian did Anarchy. I don't care what else is going on. The only person that controls the league is me. That's it. I do the matches that I want. I set up what I want. I get live events to happen. I sell out arenas. That's what Team Action and Andrew does. All people can say whatever the hell they want. I've TKO'd two-time champions. No one's ever done it before. Dan Murrell and Mark Reilly couldn't even get me to answer a question in the third round. So, say what you will. Say if they had bad games, ring rust, whatever it is. Reilly, I actually believe, did have a bit of ring rust. Dan maybe had like the slightest amount, but Reilly's was definitely more evident. Dan just got outclassed and outbeaten. Reilly, he made a few mistakes, and he still got outclassed and outbeaten.
Yeah, so I just have to ask, because you're someone who you've been around the league for a while now. You've seen the reactions to faces and heels. Do you feel like it's just because you're a heel that people are saying this? Do you think if you were a face like Reilly or Murrell or Roca, I guess, people wouldn't be calling you a fluke, and they wouldn't be saying, they wouldn't be making excuses for the matches that you won fair and square?
Absolutely. Like, if I'm a face and all the same things happen, they might say I got lucky and we'll see what happens later on, but it wouldn't even be close to as aggressive or derogatory. It's the fact that I'm the only heel that matters in this league other than Ben Bateman. The fact that we're the best heels in the league. The fact that we changed the game of heels and faces in the league. We brought it to the next level. So that means that all they can do is sit in their computers and just complain about how they wish that these assholes didn't win. But you know what? The assholes keep winning. The bad guys keep winning in the Schmoedown, and it's going to keep happening.
Definitely. I guess the thing I want to move on to is you're facing Roca now. This has been a match that people have been wanting since Spectacular now. And when people were asking for it, everyone thought it was going to be a blow and everything. Now, you have a lot of you have a lot of energy going in this match, and you have a lot
the momentum behind me coming into this match is ridiculous. And John's scared. Everyone's scared. No matter what anyone wants to say, it's terrifying that there's a kid out there that is just destroying legends left and right without even breaking a sweat. So no matter who you are, no matter what you do, no matter how highly you think of your movie trivia knowledge and how low you think of mine, I'm in a place that no one's ever been before. And I got there all by myself.
Do you think we saw in Roca's last match with your partner Bateman, Bateman's head games weren't working with him, and that is a big strength of yours and Ben's, is to get into your opponent's heads. Do you think you have, and of course I'm not going to ask you to share them, but do you have something special for Roca, like a type of head game and heelness that he's never seen, that blindfold's going to help him with in this match?
The only thing that would actually help Roca would be a blindfold and earplugs. That's the only way. Because he tries to pretend that his trash talk is real. It's a joke. It's actually embarrassingly bad. It's just regurgitated nonsense that we've heard for the last 60 years he's been alive. Now, on the other side of that, you've got someone who, I know movie trivia knowledge. I am unflappable when I'm in the ring. And John is a non-issue to me. He's a non-factor. Nothing that he says from today till the day of the match and through the match will affect me. Battles, text messages, seeing him in person, I just don't care enough about him. I just don't. Now, who knows? He could still win. John's a great competitor. He knows a lot about movies. He's been watching them, like I said, for 60, 70 years. He's been alive watching movies. So I just don't know if he ends up getting like all these classic questions and he's, movies that he saw when he was in high school. Good for him. Maybe he'll win. But the thing is I don't even care about John. He's just a stepping stone. I want the beast. I want the belt. I don't even care about bibs either. I want the belt. It's just about who has the belt.
You know what I love? The first interview that I ever had with Team Action, I asked, do you want just the team belt or you want to beat the Patriots? And you guys said, doesn't matter who has the belt, we just want the belt. You haven't changed now, and that's what I love about you guys. But I think the question on everyone's minds is, one of our favorite entrances, bar none, is when you guys brought your mothers out against Nerds Watch. Are we going to get a Ghai Roka family reunion at this match, possibly?
I mean, I'm not exactly sure what angle I'm going to take, but Roka's going to look like the bad guy that day, and I'm going to look like the king.
Especially when you TKO.
That's all I can say. Especially when I TKO him. 3 TKOs for 3 of the Horsemen. Now I have officially beaten every single Horseman, and I love it. I love it. Every single one of them has lost me. Inman lost his Trek. Roka lost his top 10. Reilly, Merle, Dunn. Who's the other one? Who's the other Horseman?
That's all 5. Nose,
all
but
them, right?
he's top 10.
Yeah, exactly. Nose. Yeah, I couldn't even remember him. Non-factor. So yeah. I mean, they should already disband, but the fact they're going to hold on, and like literally they are holding on so tight to please don't just embarrass us. All their legacies are about to be forgotten. They're about to just be nothings, has-beens. Reilly and Merle, they'll go down in the Hall of Fame. Roka, maybe. Everyone else, forgettable.
Yeah, so you did talk about this a little bit on your Patreon video, which, by the way, guys, if you're not a Patreon of Team Action, you should do it for reasons like this. Now, I'm not going to get into it, but you did mention how upset you are that you're not competing in the team tournament. I will ask, how excited were you at the prospect of being teamed up with Rachel Cushing in this tournament?
A couple things. I have a 40-minute reaction to my match with Reilly getting posted either today or tomorrow for you to check out. Bateman and I did. It's a phenomenal one. You're going to absolutely love it. The other thing is I was thrilled to be with Rachel. Like, everything aside, I love Rachel Cushing as a human being. I think she's one of the sweetest, nicest women I've ever met in my whole life. And she's so incredibly intelligent and ballsy. I just love her. I was so excited. And like, our juxtaposition of character would have been phenomenal in the ring. It would have been amazing because Rachel would have been in a position where she's never been in before. She's going to have a mouthpiece that actually does damage to the other team. A crippling damage, a huge thing that she's never had before. She's never had that advantage. So imagine Rachel Cushing now having the advantage of getting in the opponent's head, not just because they know Rachel's good at trivia, but then her teammate is talking shit the whole time. Rachel is also champion, or I mean, one of the best in the league before she's a champion, and now they have to play us, and she's calm, cool, and collected, and I'm angry as hell. Like, that would have been a team for the ages. We would have won the whole thing. We would have went to the finals against Bateman and Reilly and won.
Yeah, I could see that happening. So Bibiani already said, not that he's a non-factor, but he's just the guy holding the belt.
He's just in the way. Yeah.
I'm phrasing this in a way that's going to annoy the Chris Clarks of the world and most of the viewers of Take 3 probably, but not if. When you hold the single belt, what's the first thing you're going to do with it? Are you gonna call out anyone, or are you just gonna sit back on your throne and just see who comes to you?
Oh, dude, I don't even care about defending the belt. You can have it after I win it. I don't care. This whole defending the belt legacy bullshit. Now, you guys didn't even think I could win a singles match, okay? And I've now TKO'd 2 of the greatest of all time. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shoot a 45-minute lifetime short of me and the belt in our relationship. I'm gonna take it all over town. We're gonna go out to dinner. We're gonna go watch movies together. We're gonna go on walks. It's gonna be beautiful, and you guys will know that I know exactly where that fucking belt is, and I'll never have to ask again.
I am waiting for that moment when you win the singles belt and you just say, "Where's the fucking belt? It's right here." I'm waiting for that
right
moment.
Here.
That's gonna be a beautiful reaction.
Walk out of the interview.
Yeah, that's all you need to do, and Jessica will understand. She's good in it that way.
I got it. Not to toot my own horn, but that last post game was fire.
Yes, it was. So we'll wrap up here. Andrew, besides kicking ass in the Schmoedown, where can the good people find you out on the internet?
Guys, as my normal self, not such a douchebag, you can find me on the internet at Andrew Ghai. You can find me at that. You can find me on Twitter at Andrew Ghai. You can find me on Instagram, that Andrew Ghai. We do AMA. We've got our Patreon that you plugged. Thank you so much for doing that, and thank you for your patronage, dude. We were both very happy. We do this a lot now when we see people from the MTS that we know, or people that have either been haters on us or fans of us. What we'll do is, because we get notifications when we get patrons, and we'll screenshot them and send them to each other. And so we both sent one for you, I think, at like the same time. We were both just like, yeah, Kearnsy. So there's that. And then the very last thing, dude, is I just got this new gig as a Clash Royale esports caster. So I'm doing that now a couple days a week. You can find it on YouTube, CRL, NA, and EU. But I'm obsessed with that game, and it's like this new gig I got. So I'm really excited about it. But other than that, yeah, you just find me on the MTS, and honestly, you're here at Take 3 with my boy, Matt Kearns, the only real, true member of the Army on Take 3.
Of course, and you guys... But thank you again, Andrew Ghai. Please go support Team Match's Patreon. Also have a new Patreon, Team Action After Dark. They're going to do a drunk watch-along of Mission Impossible 3 with Bob Finsock, and they're probably going to count to 10. That only makes sense. It's going to be amazing.
So glorious, dude. Yeah, I cannot wait.
It's going to be amazing. It might be a train wreck, but it might be the greatest train wreck ever. Like,
it'll be the greatest train wreck that you don't never want to look away from. That'll be it.
You guys will find me watching that, of course, because it's me. Of course I'm going to be there.
I would hope you'd be there.
All right, guys, I'm going to send it back to you all on the summit. All right, and thank you as always, Andrew, brother. Whenever you come on this show, you're awesome. You're great. And we also love the views. But, yeah.
Can I see some? I want to see that 45-minute short with the belt.
Yes, I want to see that. I want that short with him and the belt. I wanted to just buy a throne, have like Alex standing off with the throne, and then if he beats Bibiani, Alex just rolls up the throne and Ghai just sits there with the belt during the post-match interview, just on a throne. That's what I want to happen. Is there a Patreon tier I can subscribe to guarantee this happening? Because I'll do it. Talking with Andrew, I kind of brought this up about Action vs. the Horsemen has been a huge storyline this season. This kind of gets into the conversation that I want to ask you guys, which is, do you think this is the best storyline we're getting in 2018? And if not, what is? I'll go to Malcolm first.
I mean, it's definitely one of the more interesting storylines that has happened. I mean, I still think, like, the whole Kalinowski thing is probably the best storyline still happening. So, I mean, but Horseman versus Action's probably up there as well.
Abe, what are your thoughts?
I don't see this as a storyline, to be honest. I see it most as a rivalry, which I don't think they're the same thing, because storyline is what's happening behind. You don't see as much banter between the Horseman and Team Action, like in post-match interviews as Kalinowski. Still, we cannot judge the Kalinowski storyline because we hadn't had a payoff yet. So, because like the Ghai storyline ended with the revolt of the 5 Horsemen, right? That was a payoff. We cannot judge the Kalinowski storyline, which is for me the most interesting for now, I guess, until we get a payoff and see what was he doing behind the scenes. And
yeah, that is a great point. Personally, I do love this storyline. I do think that the corruption storyline and what's in the letters and everything, we're starting to get some reveals. We started to see at Collision, of course, that Kalinowski was dropping stuff to Knapsack and Donica that led to the Lion's Den being no more, Patriots splitting. So we're starting to get, but you do bring up a great point, which is the payoff of these storylines, especially with something like corruption. I think 2018, the 2018 season has a lot of great storylines going right now, but I think you're right, Abe, where it's really gonna be when we get to Spectacular and we watch those 2-3 videos. I think that's gonna be when we decide what the best storyline was, because I think if you're gonna have a payoff for any storylines, that's where you do it. Like that is the play. I just have a feeling like corruption's gonna go too spectacular. I feel like that's going to be like the last post-credit scene is, I feel like, is either going to be the payoff of Corruption or it's going to set up if Corruption's moving on to next season. So that was a good discussion, but now we get to everyone's most hated part of the summit, which is the fantasy updates with my roommate, Vinny. So what's up, guys? It's Vinny here with your day 3 fantasy updates. Okay, so in first place, we got Super Epic X Team Area of the Abe with 650 points. Next, we got Team Quaggy Kristen Smith with 553 points. Third place got in Martin J. Small Boys. Them boys, they got 545 points. 545 points for all you wackos who don't understand numbers. Next, we got Daluza Matt with Coyote Alliance with 438 points. In fifth place, we got the Penguins, Christy at the Clock, with 347 points. Does anyone else remember after Free For All when he said that he was going to be the front runner for the rest of the season? That didn't happen. Next, we got something I like to call Abe all the time, which is Tiny Carrots Evan DeGraff with only 291 points. Then we got, who is this? The Movie Geek. He's only got 261 points. I don't even know if he's worth talking about no more. But so yeah, no one's trading. I don't know why no one's trading. I guess they want me on camera less, so that's why they're not trading. Or at least if they are trading, they're not telling me. But that's it for your Take 3 fantasy updates. You can follow me, Vinny, at Vinny Stallone 76 on Twitter. Okay? Now get out of here. I got a party with a Muppet. Thank you, Vinny, as always, for that. So we don't really have matches to predict for next week because, of course, next week, the live event, which is happening this weekend as we're recording this, is happening. So I believe it is on Tuesday is the Inner Geekdom match, and then Friday is the first match of the Anarchy tournament. If you want to see our predictions for it, go back a couple of episodes. We talk about our thoughts on Mara versus Inman, and last week's episode, Malcolm ran it, and they went through their brackets, which is also discussing who we think is going to win between Roka and Merle's team and Stacey Howard and Winston's team. So, yeah, there's not much to talk about there, but what we are going to talk about is the live events have always had reveals. They've always had a reveal of some kind. Of course, the 5 horsemen, that's the biggest one. So the question I have for both of you is, what do you think could be revealed here? Abe, I'm going to go to you first.
I think the corruption, I may be contradicting myself, but I think the corruption storyline will come to a mid-season finale.
Ooh,
right?
Okay.
We were gonna see something regarding it because by the last live event, it kind of started, right? Like it was like a weekend, but right now we're in the middle of the season. Let's get some flavor. Let's put some seasoning into the storyline. I think we were gonna hard to reveal it. We're gonna see Kalinowski with Chance, his newest partner. Team Corruption, if I'm not mistaken, they're being called. And I think we're gonna get some cheese.
Cheese. Malcolm, what do you think could possibly be revealed? A competitor? Do you think they bring out Kevin Smith and finally he's competing? Or, what do you think is happening?
Yeah, I really don't know. I know Christian said, I think it was one of the Collider live shows, that he does have something in the works that he just thought of that day that he's managed to get confirmation on. So he's got something planned. I mean, one thing I think would be cool is if they announce that Mara's going to join the Horsemen. That could be an interesting reveal that could happen.
Just, you know what? I have to give it to Ghai. He has great lines, and his line about the fact that the 5 horsemen, they're not even related to anything. Adding a 6 horsemen? Come on, that would be cool, I guess, but it's just like at a certain point, stop calling yourself the horseman. Stop calling yourself the horseman. Call your stable something else, because you're not the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Which, by the way, guys, that's what the 4 horsemen, that faction was related to. You know, just John Roca didn't come up with that. I'm hoping you all understand that. That's a thing that's been existing for a very, very long time. Getting back to the Schmoedown, that would be interesting. I could see... Actually, you know what? No, I couldn't. Because I think the thing is... What would Mara... Because Inman's already an Ergetum player. What does Mara add to the faction is the thing. Just another body, you know? Because I'm saying, like, especially if Inman retains the belt. Unless... Could you imagine that? They were real shady, and if Inman loses the belt, they drop Inman and they pick up Mara as the Ergetum. That would be... And then Scott Mance comes out. He's like, it's okay. You and me, we're gonna rock it as Team Shrek, and we're starting our own faction, and it's gonna be amazing.
I can confirm that's not happening because Scott Mance is in Toronto.
That's true. That's true. He will fly back with Mark Ellis on the Red Eye just to do that. A Red Eye flight with Scott Mance. That would be... For anyone who hasn't ridden on Red Eye, that would... Man, that would be something interesting, to say the least. I want it. Oh, man. Now just imagine that. Personally, I'm with Abe. I think mid-season finale, that sounds like they're going to stop the corruption angle, but I do agree, but I feel like we're going to get another letter, and it's going to be open, and we're going to find out what the letter is. Who opens it? I don't know, but I feel like... I feel like we're going to get someone else who's going to reveal something big that Kalinowski has had working. Yeah. So, that's kind of all we have when it comes to talking about the Schmoedown, but it is our 50th episode. And first off, I want to just thank everyone who has watched the summit for 50 episodes. We started with just Google Hangout with a bunch of us reactors talking about the first Collider collision. And now we're here, which, you know, it's pretty amazing, and I'm pretty happy doing this. And so to celebrate that, we have 2 very special things that we're going to end this episode with. The first is going to be a Mark Reilly profile done by yours truly. And let's just roll the tape. Mark Reilly's the hero. More specifically, Mark Reilly is my hero.
JTE, he's a guest in this house. He's a guest of Collider. I decide when he's going home. And you know what, JTE? You're going home.
Heroes stand for truth and justice, and that's what he does. Even in the face of loss, Mark's always striving to get better. He never, ever lets down. Heroes pick themselves up when they fall.
You know what this competition needs? It needs a frickin' hero.
And that's why Mark Reilly is the hero.
I'm the tape.
That was, I know I made it myself, but that was beautiful. That was beautiful.
It's the best thing I've seen since Citizen Kane.
Thank you. I know. It's. I think it's better than Citizen Kane.
Yeah, I don't like Citizen Kane that much.
All right, so I want to thank my panel for being on this very short but fantastic episode of the Summit. We're going to throw it first to Malcolm. Where can the good people find you online?
You can find me on Take 3 Productions, where I host my show Rankum. Last episode was about TV themes, and next week's episode is going to be about Simpsons characters. So they're both going to be a lot of fun. And you can also find me on Twitter, Letterboxd, and Stardust at Melkor.
And Abe, the last time you'll probably ever appear on camera here on the Summit, where can the good people find you online?
Please, people, don't add me on Facebook. That's weird. You can follow me on Twitter. Sometimes post weird stuff, I guess. I post something about Nike this week. Nobody liked it. At Abraham F25, and yeah, watch this show because I edited and you know,
That's all you gotta
I
say.
have a Deadpool suck.
Test one.
No, I actually have two. But I don't know what it is.
Oh my god. And as always, guys, you can follow me at Kearns_Matthew on Twitter, MattMovies611 on YouTube, and right here hosting the Summit until Kristen Smith comes back. Second Look, which is coming back, and the newest podcast, 2 Take 3, Rhyme and Reason, with my co-host Sandy Robinson. The podcast about all the important things that you didn't know were important. It's going to be a lot of fun. You can follow Take 3 on Twitter at Take 3 Video. Please comment, like, and share this video around. Word of mouth helps. Subscribe to us on the channel. If you know anyone who loves the Schmoedown, movies, TV, music, point them our way. Also join the Facebook group. It's a lot of fun. We try to keep active in there and talk to you all. And now is a celebration for the 50th episode of the Reactor Summit. Here's a blooper reel of us doing a bunch of stupid stuff. Take care.
I think I need to buy bigger bundle.
I'm sorry?
Nothing.
What'd you say? God damn it, Abe.
You'll see.
All right.
Done?
Dude, I can't. Yeah, we're done.
We're gonna go over that one. Should be pretty good. So don't want to miss it. It's better than this intro, I swear.
Dun, na, 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 na. Kristen didn't take any notes. Na, 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 na. Yeah, well, I also went to sleep for 12 hours, but that was after I worked an 8 to 2 shift and then went straight to my dad's bar and drank. So.
Oh, you're trying an alcoholic by now.
Yeah, probably.
Welcome to this week's Reactors Summit. I'm Abe, and I'm your host. And I'm gonna be talking about a ton of shit. And Kristen slept. So I have I wouldn't say amazing, but a pretty good panel right here. Hi Malcolm, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
What about you, Matt?
Sorry, Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. I was up all night because
Now the former host of the summit, now that I'm taking over. Hi Kristen, how are you doing?
Abe, that's interesting. Usually hosts.
I just got seriously. Shut up.
This calculator when I was in high school, and I broke it like.
I have that calculator. You stole that from me.
There's a
Schmoes Noathon?
What?
God damn.
Oh,
shit. Am I on the wrong?
Yeah, we've upgraded.
Wait a minute. Am I on the wrong?
We've upgraded.
Wait a second. Is this Clark? Is this your way of telling us that we're on the SK Plus network now?
That's what we want. We just want Matt to die. I'm joking.
Okay, so whenever you're ready, that was recorded. I just want to say
You
something.
really know how to make a
to
guy
Matt.
feel welcome.
If something happens to Matt, you're guilty.
8 months today.
Just thank you. Remember the real reaction, please.
Yes, is the reason why you're here right now. I mean, you got us two of our biggest guests.
The first episode he was on,
We were all like, who the fuck is
Gaffer
this
the
guy?
wrong way.
And the quality wasn't there. And we were all like, Evan, listen, man, if you bring this Clark guy back on, just like, tell him to flip it. Like, we literally, I'm not trying to be mean, but we had a meeting as we fucked that up. I'm not used to doing it. God damn it.
Okay, let's do it.
Don't eat the pillows. Don't eat the pillows. Alright.
Well, Ewan is dealing with dog problems as usual. Abe is trying to, as usual, perform a coup. Malcolm, it's like 7 in the morning for him, so this is a hell of a way to start the day, and I'm still questioning my life choices.
Have you ever ate a squirrel?
No?
Me neither, but I would like to taste it.
Okay, we're gonna go back on track now. All right.
Mental note.
I love Bateman's thing with his briefcase now. That he brings out this briefcase. Okay, I'm gonna restart that, Abe. Thanks for breaking my flow.
We had a really good change.
A bit where I go, oh no, I forgot to introduce the Kalinowski interview. Abe, put this right after you're talking about the match.
I skipped through the whole video and I didn't see it.
Yeah. It's funny, you skip through a one that I host, but Kristen, she gets
he misses shit in the summits I host.
Actually, it was just so funny. It's so funny.
He leaves shit in all the time where I'm like, hey, make sure you cut this. There's all in there.
Because it's funny.
It's so no, because it's fucking hilarious. Because they literally now see how we do interviews. Because they go, and we're gonna go there and do now. Okay.
Guys, I'm Evan.
I'm a thief.
Christian,
I'm 2 years old.
I don't know. Sorry. I don't know if it was my internet, but you cut out.
Good.
Yeah, that should cover our asses. Yeah.
It won't.
I'm doing rational love, motherfucker.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's Vinny here. Matt's been crying like a little bitch for the last 3 days over some Kalinowski guy. I don't know what the fuck that's about. But, it's been real annoying.
Great. Thanks, Evan, for those hot takes. Hopefully they were good.
You're welcome.
Jesus.
5. And they were like, no, wait, now my 5 is my 1. Now that I'm thinking about it. And we're all like, who is this guy? Everyone stop writing chats when I'm on a tangent.
Here an interview with Stacey Howard. She's cool. We love her. Stacey Howard has red hair like me. And, she seems really nice, and she also had the best entrance of all time. That's all. My name is Ash. Great. All right.
And there's the opener.
Yep.
Great. All the kids watching her like, wait a second. I thought Vinny was a different person. Oh no.
This is Matt Kearns. I don't know how to do a New York accent. I like pizza and a lot of shit. I can do a Cuban accent.
Yes, guys. So, good morning. What do you think about it?
Wow, Kristen, you just wow. Okay. But yeah, since you
what just
asked
happened?
so politely, you just asked me to go. My turn. You just
No,
totally
what?
asked-
I was busy.
Are indeed. Wow, there's the cheese.
Yeah.
I feel like the cheese in the Schmoedown kind of got a little too mozzarella for me, so I had to cheddar it out.
He's a potato.
Potato.
You know, there's someone with 2 penises.
What the fuck, dude?
No, really,
Why do you know that?
Because it Googled it, there was like, I mean, there's people.
Hey, no doubt I will leave that in. But
And now we go into me being like, hey, we got an interview. Tonight, Matt interviews the Shire Wolves. Abe post a link to something in the chat. Jeremy, it's a goat eating an apple. Aye aye. Fights a monkey on a...
So, Mrs. Smith, Master Smith, can we please start?
Yeah, just waiting for you guys.
Are you good, Malcolm?
Yeah, my laptop's going nuts.
Kill the fucking cat.
No, they like cats, but it's intruding on our yard. So they bark at anything that intrudes on our yard.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna in 5, in 4, in 3, in 2, in 1 now. He's asking if he can be on.
Yeah.
Oh, why the fuck not?
Yeah, sure.
He's better than Evan.
Oh, when the hell?
Hey, we're gonna go to Chris Clark to talk about his thoughts on the match. I love Matt Knows. He's the best. Matt Knows. Keep rocking. You're the best.
This match was amazing. There's no way.
110%.
Let's rock.
You better bring an umbrella.
Very, very great stage presence, and they're very, very awesome guys. The Real Rejects, I feel like they are also... It's really... I don't know how this match is going to work out. Wild Berries are indeed... Wow, Wild Berries are... let me start that over.
I have this... I think this storyline where...
You sound like Cartman from...
I'm back. Am I good? Am I better?
It's an integral part of Take 3.
Oh yeah, but it was like boom. You know.
I know. 19 years old. My name is Devin.
I'm gonna leave because I wanna watch Sicario and it starts in 8 minutes.
Yeah, go watch the night of the Sidaldo. What?
Berries are actually one of the... Wild Berries... Okay. I think they have...
Let me turn off my heater, because I didn't think it would go off during the video, because it's not that cold. But it did, so let me turn it off.
Fucking Australia, Zealand treating you, motherfucker. Huh? You doing good? Hmm? You doing good? I loved your work on what are you saying? What are you trying to say to me? Oh! Is that...
to do a fantasy update.
Oh, look at that! It's little Abe over here. Oh my god, Abe.
Okay, sorry.
People add me on Facebook and I don't want to be your friend, dude.
He doesn't.
Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're taking over Take 3. So
all right, let's do it. Here we go. We are finally going to rule.
Rule Take 3.
You know.
Oh crap, Dad's back.
I'm sorry.
I
just want to say that Mark Reilly beat
beating once again for your opponent the opening. I cannot do that.
You know what, Raul? Fuck you. Why don't you go back and watch your Avengers again? Because you got no life.
I've seen it 4 times.
Yeah, I bet you have, and you've seen it with zero girls.
Are you gonna do the update? Are you gonna do the update?
Oh, no. Right now.
You had some strong feelings about this match. Why don't you just ooze them all over the summit? That's at this point your feelings are tangible about Dibs and Whitney. So just
everyone just sit back. We're gonna put on some bare metal.
You might want to put on a poncho.
Well, get those umbrellas ready because I am wet as fun.
Films. Disney films.
I'm gonna give you whiskers.
Here you go, Mark. What is the name of the kingdom in which the movie Frozen takes place in? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Repeat.
What is the name of the kingdom in which the movie Frozen takes place in? 5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat.
Last one. What is the name of the kingdom in which the movie Frozen takes place in? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Eldad.